Hello! This video is going to cover the complete installation of the 52-inch Ashby Park ceiling fan by Home Decorators Collection. This fan is a flush mount fan, making it perfect for rooms with low ceilings. It's got quick install features like a slide-on mounting bracket and a twist lock glass shade. And the remote control features this quick plug harness that easily attaches to the fan to make wiring and installation much easier. The fan also features a color changing LED module that allows you to choose your light settings from warm white to soft white to daylight, so you just choose which light setting works best for you. Everything's controlled by the conveniently included remote control, and the fan has 5 reversible blades to help blend with your decor. Before we get started, just a couple of notes. You want to make sure that the electricity is turned off at the breaker box and at the wall switch before beginning. If you don't feel comfortable working around electricity, please consult with a licensed electrician. One other note is if you're hanging this fan where there was just a light on the ceiling, chances are you might need to replace the outlet box. You want to make sure that the outlet box is clearly marked acceptable for fan support. If not, just change it out before beginning. Alright, so as you can see here, we've already unpacked the fan. We're just going to go through the parts and make sure we have everything before beginning, and that way we don't get stuck along the way. So first up, you have the mounting bracket. You have the LED module light kit. This is the canopy ring, the twist lock glass shade, the light kit pan, the motor, 5 reversible blades, the remote and receiver, and you'll have a hardware pack that has the blade attachment screws and plastic wire nuts. The remote and receiver also include the battery for your convenience. And one quick note about the installation: if you like to wire the fan and then test it to make sure it's working before finishing out the installation, the fan won't run until the light kit is connected, this plug here, to the plug at the base of the fan. That's going to complete the circuit and give fan power. So we have everything here, just some tools we're going to need. This is an easy project. You're just going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. You may need a pair of wire cutters and strippers. We like to have a line voltage tester to make sure the wires aren't live before beginning. You'll need some electrical tape, and of course a ladder. So we have everything here. We're ready to begin. Let's do this. Before installing the mounting bracket, you'll need to remove 2 of the 4 screws located on the outer edge. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove and save the 2 screws that align with the keyhole slots on the top of the bracket, one on either side. Once those screws are removed, loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws on either side of the mounting bracket. This fan features a slide-on mounting bracket for easy installation. The mounting bracket has 2 keyhole slots that will align with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Just align the keyhole slots with the screws of the outlet box and slide the bracket into place before tightening it. This is just a demonstration to show how it works. To install the mounting bracket, you'll first need to loosen but not remove the 2 screws in the outlet box. Once those screws are loosened, align the keyhole slots with the 2 screws in the outlet box. Feed the house wires through the center hole of the mounting bracket, making sure that the rubber pads are towards the ceiling. Align the screws with the keyhole slots and slide the bracket into place. Then use a Phillips head screwdriver to completely tighten the 2 screws. Make sure both screws are completely tightened before proceeding. To prepare the remote, start by removing the battery compartment cover. Install the included battery according to the diagram inside the battery compartment. If you have more than one remote control fan in the house, it's a good idea to change the dip switches in the remote and the receiver. The dip switches in the remote are located inside the battery compartment. The dip switches on the receiver are located under a rubber plug. Simply pull the plug up to expose the dip switches, and use a small tool to set those switches to any combination of up or down. You can set the dip switches to any combination as long as both the remote and the receiver have the same dip switch settings. Once the dip switches are set, replace the rubber plug on the receiver, and then replace the battery compartment cover onto the remote. The fan is shipped with cardboard motor stops to prevent the motor from moving during shipment. Simply pull these out of the flywheel and then discard the cardboard motor stops. Place the canopy ring on the motor housing. Make sure the side with the notches is facing towards the ceiling. Simply slide it over the canopy of the motor. Before wiring the fan, hang the fan on the hook provided on the mounting bracket. Use the standard screw hole in the fan motor housing and the hook on the bracket, and simply slide the hole onto the hook to hold while wiring. Begin wiring the fan by taking the plug from the fan wires and inserting that into the plug from the receiver. The connectors will simply snap together. Then gently tuck the receiver into the motor housing. Next, take the green wire from the mounting bracket and twist that wire together with the bare copper house wire. This is the ground connection. Once those two wires are twisted together, complete the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Next, take the white wire from the receiver and twist that wire together with the white wire from the house supply lines. These are the neutral connections. Twist those two wires together and finish the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Finally, take the red wire from the receiver and twist that wire together with the black house supply wire. Finish the connection using an included plastic wire nut and a piece of electrical tape. Once the wiring connections have been made, place the receiver in the spring clips of the mounting bracket. Make sure the flat side is facing towards the ceiling, and then press the receiver into the spring clips to hold it in place. To attach the fan to the mounting bracket, lift the fan motor assembly off of the hook. Align the slots of the motor assembly with the two screws that were loosened in the mounting bracket. Then press up and twist the fan motor assembly to engage those screws and hold it in place. Next, using the screws that were removed and saved in the first step and a Phillips head screwdriver, insert the screw through the motor into the hole in the mounting bracket. Completely tighten this screw, and then repeat this process for the other screw that was removed and saved in the first step. Once those two screws are completely tighten the two screws in the slots of the motor assembly. Make sure all four screws are completely tightened. Align the slots of the canopy ring with the four screws at the top of the motor, and then push up and twist to lock it in place. The blades are reversible, so choose the finish that you'd like and make sure that that finish is facing towards the floor. The blades attach to the fan using 3 holes in the blade that will align with 3 holes in the bottom of the fan motor. Insert the end of the fan blade through the slot in the side of the motor. Align the 3 screw holes in the fan blade with the 3 holes in the bottom of the motor. Secure the blade using the blade attachment screws. Use a Phillips head screwdriver to start the first screw. Do not completely tighten this screw, as you'll need a little bit of play to align the other 2 screw holes. Insert the second screw into the screw hole and start that screw using a Phillips head screwdriver. Remember, do not completely tighten this screw yet. Start the third screw in the third hole of the fan blade. Completely tighten this screw, and then completely tighten the 2 remaining screws. Repeat this process for the 4 remaining blades. Make sure all the fan blade screws are completely tightened to ensure proper operation. The light kit pan attaches to the fan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. These will align with the 3 screws on the black bracket at the base of the motor. Begin by removing and saving one of the 3 screws using a Phillips head screwdriver. Then loosen, but do not remove, the 2 remaining screws in the black bracket. Next, remove the rubber band that's holding the fan wires together and gently stretch them out. Feed the wires from the fan through the center hole, and align the keyhole slots of the light kit pan with those screws in the black bracket, and then push up and twist to hold the light kit pan in place. Then use the screw that was removed and saved, and a Phillips head screwdriver, and insert the screw into the standard screw hole of the light kit pan. Completely tighten that screw, and then tighten the 2 remaining screws in the keyhole slots. Connect the light kit pan to the fan by aligning the 2 arrows on the molded adapter plugs. Insert the plug from the fan into the plug from the light kit pan until you feel the clip lock it in place. The LED module connects to the light kit pan using 2 keyhole slots and 1 standard screw hole. These will align with the 3 screws on the outer edge of the light kit pan. Using a Phillips head screwdriver, remove and save one of the 3 screws from the light kit pan, and then loosen but do not remove the 2 remaining screws. Connect the light kit to the fan by connecting the light kit white wire to the fan white wire and the light kit blue wire to the fan blue wire using the Easy Snap connector plugs. Lift the LED module up and align the keyhole slots with the 2 screws that were loosened in the light kit pan. Push up and twist to engage the screws in the keyhole slots. Then use the screw that was removed and saved and a Phillips head screwdriver and insert the screw into the standard screw hole of the LED module. Completely tighten that screw, and then tighten the 2 remaining screws. The light shade uses a twist lock system to connect to the fan. There are 3 flat sides on the light shade that will align with the 3 nubs inside the light kit pan. Align the flat sides of the light shade with the 3 nubs in the light kit pan. Then press the light shade up and twist clockwise until tight. The fan is controlled by the included remote control. Press the power button to turn the fan and light on and off. Press the fan speed button to cycle through the fan's 3 speeds. Press and release the light control button to turn the light on or off. Press and hold the light button to cycle through the dimming function. The color temperature button will allow you to cycle through the 3 light settings of the LED module. The default setting is for soft white at 3000K. Press and release this button to change the color settings. It will cycle from soft white to daylight to warm white and back to soft white. This fan features a 3-speed reversible motor. The reverse switch is located right above the light shade. Switch left creates a downward airflow for use in the hotter months to create a cooling effect. Switch right creates an upward airflow to pull warm air from the ceiling and draw it into the room during the cooler months. The factory default is for a downward airflow. Make sure the fan is off before attempting to reverse the fan's direction. Congratulations! Your ceiling fan installation is now complete. Time to kick back with a nice tall beverage and enjoy your new fan. As always, thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, please click like and subscribe at the end, and that'll help other people find it as well. As we always say around here, keep it breezy.